Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, as you can see, I got a little bit of help on the table today doing the review of the Microtech Ultratech Bounty Hunter. Now, this is one that I've been wanting to look at for, a little while, we'll just say. As you can see, I am pretty much I'm a pretty fair Boba Fett fan. And was talking to Lefty EDC. He and I did that channel chat, which was a lot of fun. At the end of that, he's like, "Hey man, I'll send you the bounty hunter to check out if you want." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that'll be cool." So yes, indeed, he sent along the bounty hunter. He sent me on another knife to check out as well. But we are looking at the bounty hunter, so I naturally had to throw these guys out there as well. Now I'm sure you guys have seen this one. It's been around a little while, and yeah, I'm a Star Wars nerd. I am definitely a Boba Fett nerd, Boba Fett fan, and this knife it's absolutely awesome. Now, I have a caveat to that. I will say I am not a huge fan of OTFs. Okay, it's just the way it is. I'm not a big fan of OTFs. I do have some autos that are side deploy autos. But, I mean, yes, autos are fun. I don't know what it is. It's just, yeah, okay. It's just not my thing normally. But I tell you what, if I would have one OTF in my collection, it would definitely be the Bounty Hunter. Now, there's 3 different versions. You got the Combat Troodon. That's the big one. That thing's huge. Then you have the Ultratech, which this is here. And then, of course, you have the UTX 85, which, I don't know. Size-wise, I don't know. It's just a bit smaller. This one's about 8.5 inches. I think the UTX 85 is right around 7.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I actually might prefer the UTX 85. Now, Lefty said he'd had one at one point, but had gotten rid of it, sold it, whatever. And so he didn't have that one to check out anymore, but I'm super, super stoked that he sent along the Ultratech Bounty Hunter. That's really cool. Is you got it's serialized. You got the born on date. Of course, you got the BH for the Bounty Hunter. But I mean, just the detail, the battle worn. I mean, you even got the missile, from the jetpack. The colors, you got the Mythosaur skull. I mean, this thing is just awesome, man. Obviously, if you're not a Star Wars fan, you might not dig it as much as those of us who are. But yeah, this is just super awesome. Double action, Tanto blade. Let's do. This is just more of I'm just digging on this knife, guys. I'll be perfectly honest with you. We'll get these guys out of the way. So, as a matter of fact, both of those are presents from my oldest son. He just gave me the bigger one, the model. He gave me that for Christmas. And I just put it together. So, let's get down here. We'll get down to our normal checking it out. Let's get some stats here. Now, closed, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much 5 inches closed. Really, really close. Overall length, once deployed, that Tanto blade, you're looking at just about 8.5 inches, just shy of 8.5 inches. This is going to give you about a 3.5 inch blade. Your cutting edge is going to be sitting just shy, about 3 1/8 on the cutting edge. And then, of course, your grip length is pretty much your full length of the body. So, you're talking, okay, 4.5 inches, because I guess the glass breaker does add quite a bit. So about 4.5 inches on the handle length. Now he's pretty sure this one is 204p because of the manufacture date. But nice finish on the blade. You got the fuller running all the way down, swedge down the spine. The action on this one, it's snappy. Now, I guess the UTX 85 he did have an issue with that. It would misfire. I think he said like every 15 or 20 fires, it wouldn't fully deploy, or it would deploy too far and bounce back. So that was pretty. I thought that was interesting, and he had gone through Microtech and all this other stuff, and he ended up basically just kind of flushing it out with some Hoppe's number 9, you know, the gun oil. And ever since he's done that, it's worked really well. But he has had no issues with this one. And like I said, it's pretty darn snappy. Let's do our comparisons here. Zoom in just a little bit for you. So, well, there's no pivot on that one, so I'm going to go handle to handle in, and they're pretty close. Now, of course, you do have the glass breaker here on the Ultratech, so it's going to give it just a little bit further. So, I mean, without the glass breaker, they're pretty much right. Pretty darn close. As far as the PM2 goes, then, well, you know, it's going to be much larger than the bug out. That being the case, there you go. Blades are actually kind of close. The handle length is where the bounty hunter kind of grabs it. The blade's a little bit longer, but not a whole lot actually. So let's get a weight. I'm just more fanboying out because it's a bounty hunter edition, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I said, OTFs just not really my thing, but I mean, yeah. 97, so not bad. 3.4 ounces, it's not bad at all for the size. It's actually pretty darn good in my mind. Let's take a look at the clip. Nice. Not overly deep carry, so you are going to have some showing. I mean, a little bit wider clip with the yellow on it. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a, hey, I'm here in the pocket, but, you know, it is what it is. A little bit sticking out again there, the glass breaker. You know, it does add a bit to it, but not too bad. Really smooth in and out of pocket. Pretty decent retention. Not the best, not the worst, but I think it's pretty darn good. Overall, yeah, I mean, guys, I've pretty much already told you that, I mean, in hand, it is comfortable. Now, you can see there, he's got it set up for left-hand carry. So, I mean, I just carried it around in my left pocket. It was no big deal. I didn't even worry about changing it around. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't carry it a whole lot. Really didn't cut a whole lot with it either. I mean, I try to take pretty good care of people's knives. But yeah, I just carried it around like this. It's not too bad. The clip, it's a little bit of a hot spot. But you know, to be perfectly honest with you, if I was going to have this knife, for one, they're not legal to carry here in the state. So it would be one, if, as a matter of fact, it showed up in my Grail video here a few days ago. So could I call it a Grail? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really sought after one, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, it's just basically when the time comes, I'm going to say, yeah, okay. You know, I might buy one of those. You know, so who knows? Maybe, maybe not. You never know. But if I was going to have an OTF in my collection, it would definitely be this one. Yep. Just because of what it is. And honestly, not because of the knife or anything like that. It's definitely not like my LUDT. That LUDT, I like. I really like that knife. This would be more for the pop culture, Star Wars, you know, Boba Fett. That would be the reason I would own this knife. Completely. It would be. You know, just for that instance alone. Now, is the $320-ish you would pay for the Ultratech, is it worth it? Well, that depends on who you are. Might not be worth it to you. Probably the reason I haven't got one so far. Now, the UTX 85, I think they sell for more like, I think they're more in like the $275 range. Still, a lot of money for a knife that probably isn't going to get a lot of carry in my, you know, in my collection. Probably wouldn't spend a whole lot of time in my pocket. It would be a collector's piece. You know, I say I don't have any Safe Queens. Yeah, it probably would be, to be perfectly honest with you, if I had the Ultratech, the Bounty Hunter, it would probably be a safe queen, you know, just for legality and everything else. No, I don't carry autos too often. My LUDT, I carry that every once in a while. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I don't know. I kind of almost want to see the UTX 85. Try to get one of those in hand, and it definitely wouldn't have to be like a Bounty Hunter edition if I could just have a UTX 85. That would be, maybe I'll have to talk to somebody that has one and get one in hand and see if I would rather go with the Ultratech or the UTX 85 side, if and when I decide to pick one up. But dude, Lefty, thank you so much for the opportunity to check out the Bounty Hunter, man, the Ultratech. Super, super cool of you to let me do that. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, I really appreciate you guys checking it out with me today. Let me know. You know, I usually ask questions about knives. Let me know down in the comments. Are you guys Star Wars fans? Are you old school, new school? Let me know. What do you think about Star Wars? I am. I'm a geek. I love Star Wars. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching it with me, guys. As always, like, subscribe, and leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.